Yo, what is up, beautiful people? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. You know, I already know what this is. My plate, my choice. I feel like it's been a minute, because it has been a minute, honestly, since we've been together. I gave everybody the holiday off. I feel like you guys, do some things on the holiday. I enjoyed the break of the holiday. So welcome in. My plate, my choice. I have missed you guys in this segment. Please don't ever get it twisted and think like I'm okay not having my plate, my choice, because I enjoy when we come together. I enjoy your interactions. I enjoy your questions. I enjoy your thoughts. Like I enjoy the engagement. So I have missed you all. So let's get to it, right? I know the last time we had my plate, my choice, which was a couple of weeks ago, I talked to you all about something very serious. So as a result of that, today I'm gonna just throw you guys a recipe, right? Right. Talked about something serious. I know I don't, and I please don't get this twisted. Whenever we have serious conversations on here, it is never to scare anyone. It is never to make anyone nervous. It is never to, nothing of that level. It's only to give you facts. It's only to provide real information that you may not come across on your own. And it's truly guided to help you make better choices, help you make better decisions that hopefully will help to lead you in the right direction. So please don't take those segments wrong. But in response to that, today, hey, we got a chill session today, right? Chill session. I'm going to throw you guys a recipe. This is actually one of my favorite recipes in the world. I don't know how you guys get down, but me, George, I love chicken salad. I absolutely love chicken salad. Like, when I tell you all, I can eat chicken salad every day of the week, right? But most people who make chicken salad, they make it, the base of their chicken salad is going to be mayo, right? And not just a little bit, it's going to be a whole lot. For any of my chicken salad makers on the stream, for any of my people that know, like mayo is always the base of your chicken salad, right? And mayo isn't really healthy for you. Like, definitely not in such a large quantity like that. It's not a good mix for you. So I had to find an alternative. And you all know I'm all about finding a healthy alternative to still do things that we enjoy and have things that we enjoy, but they don't cause the detriment to our bodies that they would if we eat them the other way, right? So I'm gonna throw you guys a recipe, and listen, this is one of those recipes I really want you to try on your own. I already know it's good, but I feel like some of you may doubt it when I kind of show you the contents of it. Some of you may doubt it, but I promise you, I already know that it's good. Miss B, I let her try some. I made some for myself last week, and I brought some to work for her to try on Friday, and she told me how good it was. So much so that I promised her I would bring her some more this week. And so I'm going to make it the same way that I made it then, right? But listen, I'm going to tell you all real quick. I am going to share this recipe with you, but I promise you, I will not give you every ingredient that I use in my chicken salad, because my chicken salad is my chicken salad. So you're going to see it, but you're not going to know what it is. That's just what it is, right? So I'm going to give you all, but you make your chicken salad your way. You know what I'm saying? You add and subtract whatever you want to add and subtract. But I'm just telling you, it's like 2 ingredients. I will not let you know what they are. They just go in my chicken salad, and it makes my chicken salad unique. Got it? All right, cool. So let's get to it. Without further ado, man, let's get to it. And by all means, you all know, if you have any questions, drop them. I will look at them as I prep this. All right, so let me get the double screen up. All right, so here we go. All right, so now listen, I'm all for, you all know, as much as I cook, as much as I prep for myself, and as much as I prep for my clients, like, I don't like to spend a whole lot of unnecessary time in the kitchen. Like, if I can cut down some of the time, I'm here for cutting down some of the time. You got what I'm saying? So a lot of people cook their chicken. You cook your chicken, you boil your chicken, crock pot, whatever. I don't air fry. I don't care. Me, I'm going to go grab a rotisserie chicken, right? So I grabbed the rotisserie chicken. This one came from Publix. When I went to Walmart, and that right there, I don't really use the wings, so like that's there. But this was the yield of, and this is all chopped, finely chopped or whatever. Oh my bad, y'all can see. All right, so this is all finely chopped. Came from the rotisserie chicken. Now I'm gonna tell you all a little secret, and argue with your mama, not me, but I'm gonna tell you this. It's a fact. Walmart has better rotisserie chickens than Publix. I don't care what anybody says. Walmart has better rotisserie chickens than Publix. They're not even close. When you talk about the flavor, they're not even close. Do with that information what you will. But so when I make chicken salad, I'm definitely going to start with the rotisserie chicken. It just cuts down on the process of having to boil the chicken, cook the chicken, air fry the chicken, whatever. So I start with the rotisserie chicken. Of course, you can see I don't use the skin. I don't know that anybody does. If you do, I don't know. I've never heard of it before. But so I just peel back the skin and I get the actual meat of the chicken out, cut it up. Like I said, that's the yield of it. All right. So here's your base. Here's your base. Now, listen, again, I don't know what you all add to your chicken salad, but this is Georgia's chicken salad, and this has been tested. It's good, okay? Got it? All right, let's get to it. All right, so, of course, I'm going to throw some fruit in there. Can y'all see that? All right, here you go. All right, so I'm going to throw some fruit in there. Tangy, you saying you with me when I'm right as far as Walmart having better rotisserie chickens than Publix? Is that what you're saying? I just want to make sure that somebody else can validate that I am not lying when I tell you all that. And if you guys live by Publix rotisserie chicken, hey, by all means, keep buying Publix rotisserie chicken. But I'm just telling you, if you want to enhance your taste buds, go to Walmart and get your next rotisserie chicken from Walmart. And I already washed my apple, so don't get it twisted. Y'all know I'm big on washing all my stuff. But I like fruit in my chicken salad. I know some people don't. Some people don't think that fruit goes in chicken salad. I like it in mine, right? I like a little crunch when I eat my chicken salad. This isn't the only piece of fruit that I put in my chicken salad, but I do cut up an entire apple. That's what I'm talking about, Tangy. Right, you know it. Okay, bet. Somebody know. All right, so I cut up an entire apple in my chicken salad. I don't cut the biggest pieces. Like if you can see, this will just give you, for optics, kind of how fine they are. I'll come here. Kind of how small the pieces of apple are. All right, so I'm not cutting like insanely big chunks. But anyway, neither here nor there. You cut it up how you want to cut it up. I just don't like huge chunks in my chicken salad. So apple goes in next. All right. Again, remember, this is a healthy chicken salad. You might say, like, George, what makes it healthy? Because it's not bad. That's what makes it healthy, because it's not bad. All right, so boom, we got our apples cut up. Boom. All right, now next thing. All right, I cut those up. All right, this is when I told you I'm gonna show you something. I'm not gonna tell you what's going in, but I'll show you something. Okay, I'll show you what goes in here. I will show you what goes in here. All right, so check this. This is red onions. This is two different things. Not telling you what they are, but they all go in there. All right, red onion. Two green things that I toss in there. All right, boom. Some people do grapes in their chicken salad. Well, what do you know, Elder Cunningham? Grapes in our chicken salad? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I love grapes in the chicken salad. The red grapes, honestly, like it just gives just the right amount of sweetness. It gives a balance. Now, in that same conversation I was having with Dr. B Friday, she told me that she asked me, she said, do you put sugar in your chicken salad? I said, no, ma'am. I don't put sugar in my chicken salad. But I know some people who do. I don't know why. I mean, I've heard that it's to bring the flavors out. I don't know. All I'm going to say is, as a culture, we have to learn to stop putting sugar in everything. That's just a fact. Like, I know people that put sugar in spaghetti, sugar in baked beans, sugar in your cereal. Some people put sugar in your grits. Like, and then we sit back and we wonder why we're not healthy. Like, just think about that. In all actuality, you tell me, sugar in your grits, sugar in your baked beans, sugar in your chicken salad, sugar in your cereal. What else do you all put sugar in? Like, I had never heard sugar in chicken salad. This is something that I just found out a couple of weeks ago. Like, when I told her I've heard of that, like, that was just a recent find for me. Sugar in chicken salad. No, ma'am. I don't put sugar in chicken salad. And if you guys put sugar in chicken salad, don't tell on yourself. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just saying, as a culture, we got to do better. Okay? Can you all be in agreement with the fact that we got to do better with what we put? Okay, y'all want to talk? That's fine. I'm not trying to offend you. If you put sugar in your stuff, sugar or honey, nasty. Now hold on, whoa. Slow down on the honey now, because I do put honey. I'll tell you, this is the only thing I use honey. Not even joking. This is the only thing I use honey on. Remember when I showed you guys that recipe? I showed a couple months ago. My breakfast parfait with the granola, the apples, the Oikos yogurt, and I put a little honey in there. When I layer it, I'll put a little honey on the middle layer, put a little honey on the second layer, and put a little honey on the top layer. And I also throw some Himalayan sea salt in there. But anyway, yeah, absolutely. We got new. That's new to you as well. Okay, so I'm not the only one who didn't know that people put sugar in chicken salad. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. Like when I just found that out, and I'm telling y'all, I just found that out like a month ago, if that long. Like I don't know. Like I feel like at this point we just find stuff to add sugar to, and it's just like, all right, I'm gonna throw sugar in there. Why? Why? What does sugar do? Like there are natural ways to sweeten it. Like I said, these grapes are going to act as a natural sweetener because they're red grapes. And you guys know red grapes carry like a natural sweetness to them. So like when you want to sweeten things up, you don't have to go reach for sugar. You can go reach for natural ingredients to do the same thing. Yo, like, come on. Like listen. I've been on you guys for 3 years now about making better decisions. At some point, right? At some point, we got to figure it out. All right, so yeah, red grapes always hit, right? Okay, so those are the contents so far. What's next? All right, so eggs. I don't go crazy with the eggs. I don't go crazy with the eggs. Like I'm not throwing a whole lot of eggs. Like 3 eggs is more than sufficient for me. If you do a lot of eggs, that's fine, right? Eggs are protein. It's not like they're a negative for you. Like that's fine. I just don't want my stomach to be talking back to me because of all this egg that I put in here, right? I just don't want my stomach talking back. So the 3 eggs is more than sufficient for me. And I don't know. This is just me, and I'm talking. Wish y'all could talk back. I really wish y'all could like be on camera talking back. But anyway, like one thing I noticed when people make chicken salad, sometimes I feel like they don't cut the ingredients up fine enough for me. Like I don't feel like I should like be pulling like big chunks of ingredients like in every pull. Like I feel like I should, you know what I mean? Smaller ingredients. Take the time to cut your ingredients up, yo. Take the time to cut them up, make them fine, so that when you make them fine, here's the secret though. Here's the secret. When you make everything fine, it blends really well. When you go to mix your ingredients, it blends well. Like when you start having these massive chunks of things, it's harder for you to blend those things together when you start cutting them up. I mean, when you start to add your other contents and mix them in, it gets harder. So as a result, yeah, take the time to cut them up pretty fine. You know what I'm saying? It's just a couple extra seconds you got to take chopping them up. Or if you have a food processor, by all means, use a food processor. I have never had this complaint, but I've heard people that, you know, eat certain things and they'll say, they cut this up too fine. They used a food processor. I don't know. I've never had that complaint. I've never eaten something and been like, you used a food processor for this? You cut this up too fine. I've never said that, but y'all know us and we find something to say, right? All right, so 3 eggs go in the chicken salad next. Now, this is where we're about to start getting real active, and I'm gonna show y'all what separates this from anything else that you know, from your typical chicken salad that you can only eat in certain settings. I can eat this all day, full of protein. You think about it, it's full of protein. I got a rotisserie chicken in here, protein, eggs in here, protein, fruit in here, apples and grapes, red onions, my 2 green items that I didn't tell y'all what those were. And then I'm about to throw in a couple more ingredients. But when you start to look at it and you start to break it down, you got to ask yourself, like, what are the bad ingredients in here? Don't worry about it. I got you. All right. So next I'm going to throw in some sweet relish. If you guys don't, I ain't going to. Everybody make their joint their way. That's all I'm going to say. Everybody makes theirs their way. I go with like two hefty drops in there. So y'all can kind of give you kind of an idea of that. Let me move this out because I don't think I need to cut anything else up. No. All right. So a little mustard. And when I say a little mustard, like, okay, let me let you see. Okay, watch this. Hold on. That's enough mustard. That's enough mustard. Like, you don't want the mustard. I really made some this weekend and it's still in the refrigerator. I was mad because I was like watching the fight Saturday night and making chicken salad, and I was like squeezing mustard and watching the fight, and then like I could never bring it back from the amount of mustard that I put in, right? Couldn't. My mom just said, it is so good, I'm eating it for lunch right now. See what I'm saying? So like I made a batch yesterday, and my mom, okay, like, so I meal prep for my family as well. So like my mom and my dad, I prepped for them. So they got theirs. I took it over at their house last night. So my mom says that, like, legit, I'm making it the same way that I made it for her. So if you didn't believe me and you didn't believe when I told you about Dr. B, there you go. My mom's right there in the chat telling you. Same chicken salad. Like, it's great. All right, so now, remember I told you a lot of chicken salad is mayo-based, which means like most people typically take this entire container of mayo and empty the mayo in there. Now, that makes chicken salad so terrible for you because and I use light mayo. Like, they use regular mayo. Like, light mayo has 3.5 grams of fat per serving, and 1 carb, 0 grams of protein. It's 35 calories. That's per serving. But you think about that when you empty out. This says servings per container. It's 60 servings per container. So you think about when somebody empties an entire thing, right? Yes, Miss Smith, you've been driving, but you agree, Walmart rotisserie. I'm telling you, if you guys are still believing that Publix has better rotisserie chicken than Walmart, go to Walmart, try the rotisserie chicken. You will thank me and you will never go back to Publix. So I'm just saying. All right. So like most people use an entire container of mayo when they're making chicken salad. No, you are going to see, I am just going to use like literally that much. Y'all see that? That is all I need of the mayo. I'm not using any more mayo. I don't want it to be, I'm only using that to give me a bit of a thicker consistency. I'm gonna throw some seasoning in there. Y'all know I love Nature's Own. Not too heavy with it though. Just kind of a little back and forth. Boom. Now, here's what separates the chicken salad from other chicken salads, right? Is the fact that instead of being mayo based, this is yogurt based. I'm gonna use plain Greek yogurt. Plain Greek yogurt. I know you like, George, how can you see my mom talking in the chat? I'm going to use plain Greek yogurt. When I mix it, you won't be able to tell. If I never told you that she says Sam's has the best rotisserie chicken. I'm a fact check you on that. But if I never told you that I used yogurt in my chicken salad, you would never know. You would never eat it and be like, I think you're using yogurt instead. You would never know it. You would never know it. So y'all see, I'm going healthy helpings of the yogurt because this is truly your base. Even though I'm putting my base in last, but this is your base, right? So that's about enough right there. All right, so now here's the fun part. Make sure I put everything in I need to put in. Yes. All right, so now here we go. I'm going to show you guys, like, you may think like yogurt won't give you the consistency. That's why we use that little bit of mayo just to bring that blend together. Now, normally, like, I prefer, like, when I'm mixing things, I truly prefer to put a glove on my hand and use my hands to, like, really kind of just get down in there and make sure everything is blended. But I don't have any more gloves, and I haven't had any in a second. So when I don't have my gloves, I have to use my utensil. So that's okay, right? All right, so here you go. I promise you, I would love for you guys to be able to like get some samples of this right now so you can know. Yes, Elder Cunningham, yogurt is the secret, but make sure when you do it, it's the plain, I like the Chobani. I prefer the Chobani brand, but it's the plain Greek yogurt. You don't want any flavor. You don't want any vanilla flavor. you want to make sure you are getting plain so that the yogurt does not now offset the flavor of everything else. If you go in and you get vanilla yogurt or you get any type of flavored yogurt, it's going to throw off your flavor profile that you are creating. Look at that, your flavor profile. I'm trying to help y'all, okay? It's going to throw off your flavor profile of the chicken salad. You don't want to do that. So here you go. Here you go. And yes, Miss Lee, the yogurt is another added bonus because what am I adding? Protein. So when you start to look at it and you break down all the contents that are in here, you're not looking at it like, oh man, I can only eat so much of that because it's not good for me. No, it is good. And I eat this every day. And what do I eat it with? It just depends. I know somebody was wondering that. I'll eat it with crackers. I will also eat it with some of that keto-friendly toast. It's on the freezer. I'll use a slice of that. I'll toast it. I may make a sandwich. I also can eat chicken salad. Like I have mixed greens, like the mixed green salad in my refrigerator. I will just take a scoop, a couple of scoops, let me be honest, a couple of scoops of chicken salad and put that right on top of the lettuce. And I'll just eat it with the lettuce. I don't need dressing. I don't need anything else. I would just eat that with the lettuce itself. Like, but here you go. The sun went down a little bit, so it kind of got dark in here. There you go. All right. So now you guys can see like that consistency is the same consistency you would have with your regular chicken salad that's mayo based. Like that's your same consistency, right? Now I just want to keep mixing it because I want to make sure like all my ingredients are well blended. Like my mayo is mixed in. Y'all saw I only put that much mayo in there. So my mayo is mixed in, my yogurt is mixed in, my mustard is mixed in, the sweet relish is mixed in, my secret ingredients are mixed in, my red onion is mixed in, the seasoning is mixed in. Like I want to make sure that everything is consistent. You know, the reason why I say this is because I'm gonna tell y'all this. Miss B said, are you bringing some tomorrow? Yes, I am bringing her some. I told y'all I was not lying. Yes, let Miss B know I'm bringing her some tomorrow. Yes, for sure. Yes, yes. All right, so here you go, though. You ever had, here's why like I'm big on like mixing it really well to make sure everything's well blended. Because there are times where you can eat 2 bites of the same thing and feel like you're eating 2 different meals. Has that ever happened to y'all before? Like you eat 1 bite and it's like, oh man, this is really good. And then you eat another bite and it's like, this bite is salty or this bite doesn't quite taste like the previous bite. It's like because that person didn't take the time to really make sure that all the ingredients were well blended. You know what I mean? Like you'll get one, it's like you got a whole lot of, you know, one ingredient in there. No, mix that all the way in because you want to make sure you get consistency all the way through your thing. Now, I'm gonna sample this. I also like, if I'm gonna go with some crackers, like it's either gonna be the club crackers or the Ritz crackers. I did this meal for my meal prep clients, and so I did this with the butter lettuce. I'll show you guys real quick so you can have an idea. The butterhead lettuce, the lettuce that looks like this, right? So because you get really big leaves, so you can make chicken salad wraps. So I put the lettuce in the prep containers with the chicken salad, and then I also sent these crackers. So you have a variety of things that you can do, but you got everything you need, and it's not bad. Are we only missing the green secrets? Yes, Miss Tab. That's the only thing I didn't tell you about. Everything else that's in here, I told you about. I'm only not telling you about those 2 green ingredients that I throw in there because that's unique to me in like my chicken salad. So I apologize. But I gave y'all everything else. Like everything else, I'm telling you. Try using sliced apples as a substitute for crackers. You can do that too. However you want to do it. I know some people use celery. Take like, you know, cut up some pieces of celery and just line the bed of the celery with your chicken salad. All different ways to do it, right? All different ways to do it. All right. Here's the last thing. How long have we been on? 24 minutes? That's cute, Elder Cunningham. That's cute. It was 2 ingredients. That's cute. That's cute. I see what you did there. Not quite, but I see what you did there. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. 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 Yep. So there you go. That's some good stuff. Like, all right, I'm about to let you guys go because y'all already know what I'm about to do. Make me a nice sandwich and enjoy this. All right. Quick recipe. Honestly, if I wasn't talking to you all, it probably would take you 30 minutes to make this from start to finish, right? From start to finish. Yeah, you can maneuver around the other two. Whatever y'all want to throw in there, boom, do your thing. Throw it in there. That's just what I throw in mine. All right. But listen, you have the base and you just build from the base. I do have another chicken salad recipe I'm gonna try. It's like a smoky chicken salad. Um, I, I haven't done it yet though. I haven't done it yet this way. I've seen it done the other way, like mayo based. I haven't done it this way, so that's probably gonna be the next thing that I try. And I may drop that recipe on here too. But listen, you guys know what I'm here for. Always here to show you guys how to enjoy the things that you like to enjoy, but in a healthier, better way for your body. That's not going to have you going backwards, but it has you going forward. Doesn't have the scale going up, but has the scale going down. Y'all got what I'm saying? All right. I got you guys. Y'all have a phenomenal day. I love you. Thank you so much.